Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? I do trust that you're doing good. Well, welcome to One-on-One with Evance Okinyi. Remember, this is a place where we can talk, we can engage with different people, and definitely this is a point where we tackle issues, especially pertaining to the young people, and we just want to make them understand how things are actually happening. And of course, we're going to talk about something that is very critical in the life of a young man, especially those in campus. And here we are talking about their relationships. But then I'm wondering, as I'm outside there, and I'm like, okay, surely there are certain things that people would want to consider when dating, or rather when choosing, especially when people come to campus, or causes are like, oh yes, I'm going to campus and I'm going to meet new people, I'm going to make new friends, and I'm here and all this is going to take place. So I'm here wondering, is age one of the factors that you can consider before choosing a partner in campus? For those of us who are dating or who've got relationships in campus, is age a factor to be considered in campus? So, well, of course, that is the kind of discussion that I want us to have here with my very good friend here, Richard Mwenja, senior economist.
Sure. But it goes without saying.
It goes without saying. Senior economist at the same time, business journalist.
Yeah, business journalist, senior young economist. So what I literally do is leverage on mass media to showcase maybe what I believe I'm somewhat good at, that is economics.
Okay.
Policy analysis, policy formulation, policy recommendation, and every other thing in the ecosystem of policy awareness and economic awareness in this country and even beyond. Yeah.
You just from the university, and of course that's why this conversation is a little bit good, because I believe you've got that experience of being in campus,
especially from, you should mention, from the
great University of Nairobi
School of Economics. Sure.
Therein now, the question that we're actually wondering and asking today is that should somebody consider age when choosing a partner, especially in campus? That is, do you think that somebody should actually look, especially for a man or rather lady, look at the age and look, okay, how old are you and all that? Should it be a matter? Should it be an issue, if at all?
Well, from my optic, it's both a yes and a no.
Why?
Let me start with a yes. Yes, age is certainly a factor. And in what sense? That should be the question. In the sense that I'm slightly over 23 years. And maybe I want to get married, say I have a timeline of before I get 26. It will be a factor if I go for someone who is straight from college, who is 18
Remember,
years
we are dealing with campus students here in this
All
case.
right, campus. In this case, it's campus.
Yes.
Well, if we are both at the campus level or even beyond that, age then certainly isn't a factor. Why am I saying so? When someone gets to campus, then it actually naturally dictates that you have to understand that you are now becoming a global citizen, a universal child of the society, that you are no longer confined by the village frameworks, or even by the, I can say, the village mentality, which might be hindering you based on some biases that you cannot marry someone based on your ethnic background, based on your religious background. And I believe the exposure one should have once immediately they step into campus should actually be strong enough to convince them that, hey, I think we need to do things outside the conventional way, and that would mean even when I'm approaching something like relationships and marriage, there's always been the custom that age is a factor. You have to marry someone who's younger than you if you're a man. But take a step back and say, how right is that statement? What were the premises upon which this tradition or doctrine was established from? If it was established from what people universally considered right, yet scientifically or even just you really can't put much sense into it, then you have to take a paradigm shift and do things the different way. So for me, once you're already in campus, then age should not be a factor. Because one, at that age, or even with the exposure of university, it means you're now going to be a global citizen, a global youth. And you really don't have to go to University of Minnesota for you to be a global youth. Global youth means a change in your mindset. You accepting that there's a desire for you to be a better man in terms of knowledge dispensation than you are while in the village or in high school and below. So for me, I would marry someone who is even 35 years. Why am I saying so? Because for me, there are many other factors that can supersede age as a determinant to whether we should date or not, or even whether we should get married or not. There are many other factors. Age is just one of the factors. But in this case, and in the current dispensation and the new dawn of reality and the new life of today, age is one of the minute factors, not the major factor than it were in the traditional ways. Sure.
So here we have, meaning you're saying that as a young man who is perhaps in campus, you can actually date and tolerate a relationship of somebody who's older than you.
I would, because first I have to question myself, am I prepared for it, and what am I gaining by going for someone who is older than me? Maybe from that someone who is older than me, I'm getting much wisdom from her, or maybe I'm getting someone who is so straight on her intentions, and everyone will wish to have a life that is full of intentionality in there. So if among my girlfriends who are in campus, or even freshers, and maybe I'm a fourth year, if I find they are not intentional, even in our love setting, I better go for someone who is older, but has the virtues that I'm looking for. So in that case, age won't be a factor. If I'm looking for beauty and brains, and in my current setup, Ngare, Vivian, and Irene, none of them has that perfect combination, and a little one, which is beauty and brains, I'll go for someone who is already 35.
Okay.
Of course, with my conditions attached that she's not married or engaged to someone else. So in that case, age won't be a factor, because there'll be a higher calling I'm going there for, other than just age. There's a higher sense I'll be reading into it than just age. The higher sense in that case will be I'm going for that beauty and brains, which I've only found in someone who is 35 years of age.
So you are in school, in campus, but at the same time, of course, okay, maybe somebody who is 35 years in age may still be in campus, maybe pursuing postgraduate degrees and all that, but you're kind of free with having a relationship with such people. Now make me understand this. Would you advise your sister, or let me say your female friends who are a little bit younger, to date older women? Not older women, but older men in the society now. I would.
As long as there are extremes in there. The extremes in the sense of, I'm going for an older man.
Okay.
Why? The first question would be, why is he that old without a partner? Once I've understood that, then I ask myself, are the reasons genuine? He does not have a partner because he has not got his perfect match. Okay. I'll understand. I'll tell my sister, take him in. He does not have a partner because he's a widower, right? Take him in. He's alone because he was from a toxic marriage, and the best thing he could have done for his life and himself and the future is to walk away from it, from the shackles of bondage that were tying him at the moment. I'll tell my sister, take him in. What I'll only tell her is, don't take him in if the extremes are not right in terms of how would I say, in terms of the moral fabric they are in, and also in terms of the genuineness of the case. If I know the guy only wants that younger sister of mine or friend of mine just for lust and not for something sustainable or rewarding, then I'll tell them, step back. But also if my sister only wants to go there for fun, and I know also the other 35-year-old man also is there for fun, these are two elements that both of them want. I'll just tell them, you go ahead with each other. Okay. As long as there's cautionary measures in terms of taking care of self to the extreme that it does not have physical harmony in terms of diseases. Because these are big people. You cannot control their sexual life. You cannot control their social life to a point of gatekeeping whom they can meet, whom they cannot meet. So my case, or my takeaway, Okinyi, is age is not a factor. Whether you're in campus and dating someone outside campus or dating someone within campus, it is not a factor. Okay. The true factor lies in the intentionality of that relationship. What are the end goals? What is the bigger picture? If the bigger picture supersedes the age factor, the age element, and the bigger picture in this case is, we want someone whom we can marry at the end of the day. We don't date because we love dating. We date in the hope of scouting for someone who is going to be our lifetime partner. Okay. That is the main reason behind us dating. So everyone in a relationship is looking at the bigger picture, is marriage. And if the only thing that will take you to marriage is marrying someone who is older than you, go for it. Whether he's younger than you or whatever, just go for it. Okay. Just walk away from the traditional setup of, you can never marry someone who is older than you for the case of a man. You cannot marry a woman who is 40 years. Okay. Please do. Maybe I don't even desire to have children in my life. So I'll marry someone who's already past menopause. Because maybe I've never harbored dreams of having a child, and I find this woman truly cares for me and loves me. So for you, it's all about... And I've made peace with the fact that she's likely to die earlier than me. Okay. As long as I've made that peace within myself and peace with that reality, I'll go ahead and marry that 45-year-old woman.
Okay.
and get that which I really want from her, which is no children, because she too does not want children, but we both love each other, like each other, or we have other things we want to fulfill, like just lust.
Okay.
We shall go ahead peacefully, and of course ask for the blessings of the society, just as a norm. It is not a must. Just with the blessings of my parents or even my support system. And if they don't even bless us, I'll still go ahead with it.
So for you, it's all about preference and intentions and all that.
It's about being genuine to the cause.
Okay.
And in love life, and I've told you this, we all go to love life just as we go to the war with only one hope, that we will win.
Okay.
We all walk into relationships with the hope that we'll walk out with that partner to the next level, oftentimes which is courtship and then marriage.
Okay.
No one goes there to sample unless you never even actually believed in the cause from the first place. So it has to be genuine to the core. And that is the reality people are running away from. Truth has to take the front row seat in every relationship from the inception. It doesn't have to come. It does not have to come midway or at the end of it. From inception.
Okay. Well, and that is what Richard here is saying, that for him, age is not a factor. I wonder what you have to say about this. Definitely, you can comment then, talk to us and tell us whether you think that in campus relationships, somebody should actually consider the age factor before settling down with anybody or before beginning any particular relationship with anyone therein. Well, allow me end the conversation at this point, but remember, we are on and the conversation continues. This is one-on-one with Evance Okinyi, and I'll be more than glad to actually engage you on a number of issues too. We just talk and engage our young people, and of course we are headed in the right direction.
And please remind them that I'm still a senior bachelor.
Definitely, you're still a senior bachelor there, and looking for one, looking for love. Hey, ikifika hapo. Adios, bye-bye. Till we meet again, my name is Evance Okinyi, and thank you for watching.
Thank you for hosting me.
Thank you.